Hey, yo everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing another edition of What I Am Thinking. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel and know nothing about this video series, it is exactly how it sounds. I sit down and talk about what I am thinking. Now, it can be about anything. It can be about professional wrestling. It can be about Pokemon. It can be about Stephen Colbert. It can be about the Miss Massachusetts pageant. It can be about the NFL. Anything. But chances are it'll just be about something geeky or something pertaining to my channel. And what am I thinking today? Well, today I would like to discuss with you guys my ideas for a Superman video game. Ready? That's actually good. Well, why am I thinking about this? I'm actually thinking about a lot of stuff. I want to do what I am thinking about Harry Potter, and one about wrestling, and also one about Earth 2. But this one I'm thinking about more than the other ones because the reason why I'm thinking this is if you look at all the good video games out there, on the DC side, they tend to float towards just Batman games. Now, they're stellar games, fantastic games, from Batman Vengeance to Batman Arkham City. For the most part, Batman pulls out pretty good games. He does have his hiccups here and there, but he's really the driving force behind video games for DC. Marvel, on the other hand, has probably a better handle on video games. I mean, just off the top of my head, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the first one, I didn't play the second one, but the first one was really good. The X-Men games, the Spider-Man games are very popular, and even some of the movie games turn out to be pretty fun. So I was thinking, what would be the next game DC could do that would really kind of take the path, the ball that Batman Arkham City had, and carry it further. A game that can take all the good that was Batman Arkham City and continue it. The momentum, for lack of a better term. I was thinking, and I was thinking. I said, well, probably the best combo character to use is Superman or Green Lantern. They're probably some of the most recognizable right now in general public, and they're also some of the more versatile that you can use. Out of the two, let's go for Superman. Why? Because he's Superman. He has a movie coming out, he's classic, he's iconic, and we can try to make up for Superman 64. Okay, so exactly how would I go about this game? I would actually take a page from Arkham City where I would have the whole entire thing be set in Metropolis. Metropolis is the playground, the scenario for how this game is being set. And I talked a little bit about this in my question and answer video, but I'm going to do a little bit more about this here. The game starts off with let's pick Lex Luthor. For whatever reason, Lex Luthor wants to take over Metropolis in a very non-corporate way. He wants to do it in a very supervillain way. That or Brainiac comes and attacks. Superman. How about we do that? Brainiac and Lex Luthor team up for whatever reason. It never works out, but they do it anyways. And in it, Brainiac blots out the sun, and Lex Luthor hits Superman with red sunlight. For the most part, taking away his powers. Now, the general concept is that Superman would have to go around Metropolis, uh, for the most part, depowered and kind of unblock the sun and take out the villains. Again, it sounds very Arkham City like, but bear with me. Now, taking away Superman's powers or taking away the majority of them work for two reasons. One is it makes the combat a little bit more believable. Superman going up against a robot or some criminals. He still has strength, speed, durability, but to much lesser extent. The second reason is when you complete a level or complete a mission, some sunlight comes through, and Superman gets some powers back. That's your upgrade system. Depending on how much sunlight is coming through, how many missions you do, the more powerful Superman becomes. And we would have various different powers for Superman. You would have his heat vision, you would have his super breath, you would have super speed, you would have strength, but you would have a combination of such. Maybe a speed attack, like where you zip across the screen and take out everyone in the area, or you spin really fast and dig into the ground, and then it's like a radius effect. The powers Superman has will have various different tricks and abilities he can do with them. Uh, so that's kind of how I would do the power system and the upgrade system. And with Superman in a game like this, I figured you can go very over the top with the game. You can have it have big, colorful villains. With Batman, you had to have the more darker, grindier kind of villains like Joker, Two Face. I think the most colorful villain we had was maybe Solomon Grundy. With Superman, you can have Metallo, the Parasite, Doomsday, Brainiac, Lex Luthor. You can even take some villains from the DCU and throw them in there. One sec. Sorry about that. I thought my phone was ringing, and I have to kind of be on standby because my car is in the shop, so I need to know when it's done. But like I said, you can take so many colorful villains, not only from Superman, but from the DCU, and utilize them, and really have it be a very over top of the game. So, you start out very low with no powers, and eventually you progress up, and then you become Superman, and you can do some ridiculous stuff. So maybe you can only jump tall buildings and get to the top of buildings. And eventually you are like Superman flying around, fully powered, knocking everyone out. Uh, but that's basically the concept of how the game would go. It would, maybe we could get the same development team from Batman Arkham City to do it. So that you know that the gameplay is solid and that they put a lot of time and effort into it. I think that would be a great game. And then you can have side missions and side quests with various different characters. You can have Superboy, Supergirl, Steel, various different people from the Superman universe in the game. You can even go really out there and do something with Lois reporting on the story and having to avoid bad guys. Whatever. But that's kind of basically the idea that I had for a Superman game. Is it perfect? No. Is it kind of ripping off a bit from Arkham City? Definitely. However, however, I think it is an idea that could actually work, and I think people would actually like to play it. So that's what I was thinking. What are you guys thinking? What would you do for the next DC video game? Uh, Please comment, video respond, however you like to voice your opinion, because as much as I like to talk about what I am thinking, I like to hear what you guys are thinking. So I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.